final match of the night. Of the day as well. I mean, what a day it's been. We cast the entirety of the Gulf for SC2 earlier. We got about 10-15 minutes break. Then we jumped right into some Wardi Open Wardi Open round 16 action. It's been a really fun day. And again, I hope you all agree with that, and I hope you all have a fantastic day as well. To the top left-hand side is going to be that red Protoss player. It is going to be Strange. And he's going up against the blue Terran from Millennium. It is, of course, MarineLorD. So yeah, new sub mode. Obviously, we hit 100 subs a few days ago again. Last time we hit 100 subs, we got one new emote added. We got SCI Wardi added, but we didn't actually get a second one because it got denied. And then we dropped below 100. So I actually don't know what to make the new sub emote. I think the BM Poo emote is probably a good choice and a favorite among many. But yeah, I'm not sure if anyone has any other good ideas for sub emotes. Then let me know. I'm not a very inventive person. I'm not very creative. I can't really think for myself ever, it seems. So yeah, if you have an idea, then please do let me know. Would be happy to hear it. As we set up into game number 1 of this best of 5, guys. Again, let's get some hype going for this. If you're watching, tell your friends, tell your clanmates. Let it be known on Twitter, Team Liquid, that these games are great and fun. Just let it be known and just try and stick around that 2,000 viewer mark. It's incredible. We've actually been around 2,000 viewers all day long, which is, well, for the Wardi Open, for the Go for SC2, we had about 800 to 1,000, but yeah, for the Wardi Open, we've been about 2K all day long, which is, again, insane. It's like, and every day that goes by, it literally just increases, you know, more and more and more. I think we might finally see on Tuesday. I think Tuesday's group's a little bit of a weaker group, not being offensive to the players, but I think it's just a little bit of a weaker group. Not as many fan favorites in there. Strong players, but not many fan favorites. So I think Tuesday might be weaker, but still, I'm sure it'll be fantastic. And man, it's been crazy this entire week. I mean, this entire last month or something has been ridiculous. Anyways, we are just setting up early on in Frozen Temple. Very standard stuff so far. MarineLorD did expand without any shenanigans of kind of gas first play, so nothing crazy. It might have been gas first Reaper, I'm not sure, but it was an expansion, which is the important part to take note of here, as we'll just be seeing. Reaper just going to sit out the front. And we've seen that Robo facility coming down as well from Strange. So Robo coming down, and a couple of Stalkers just going to sit to the side of this just going to sit to the side of this base. So a couple of Stalkers just going to sit to the side, looking to deny Reaper from scouting in. Interesting, the Robo facility, definitely. I mean, it's an opening which is generally actually a bit more aggressive than you might expect, because without the Twilight Council, you've got to expect a bit of a faster warp prism than usual. You know, why would you come into Robo without the Twilight when usually you can go Robo and Twilight? And it's because you want to go into the warp prism, you want to be aggressive with the gateway units early on. So, just going to be seeing what's going on. Reaper just going to pull back a little bit, and just going to be seeing a Medevac going to start heading out onto the map. So Medevac will head onto the map here and see what exactly he can get done with this first Widow Mine drop. Pretty standard way to open, obviously, in the TvP Widow Mine drops. Actually going to see a second Medevac, so continued pressure here right now. So going to be some continued pressure and another drop coming in shortly. We can see that first Rip already kind of moving around. We actually see the Warp Prism spotted here by this Medevac coming in. Widow Mine goes down instantly. Medevac gets into the main base at least. And let's see where that second Medevac is going to be headed as well. Ooh, this Medevac's very low on health now. Is the Stalker's going to try to come back in? Is he going to get out there safely? Ooh, just skirts the edge of the map and is able to stay alive. These Stalkers will pick off a Reaper. So Reaper goes down. I'm just going to be seeing these Stalkers continue to move across the map. And again, we expect this. The Warp Piston coming in early means that he's able to kind of put on a lot more pressure than usual, a little bit faster. That's exactly what he's heading for. However, doesn't have Blink to micro against Widow Mines. So first Widow Mine picking off a Stalker already. Some good splash as well. And Bunker on the way up. Can he hold this Bunker? If the Bunker goes up, this makes life a lot easier for him. There you go, loads up here. Viking pops out. That's not going to be too useful. Good thing that this second Medevac stayed at home, of course. Otherwise, he might not have enough units to actually help defend this, but it looks as though he's going to be okay. I'm just going to be seeing these Stalkers just getting ready to blink on up into the main base here. So, I say it's blinking up. Of course they can't blink on up. They're just looking to pressure. I'm just so used to any sort of Stalker attack just already having, like, blink involved in it. I'm just so, ready to expect that I'm just, it's one of them things you just have on your mind already. and then you kind of just bring up and you're like, wait, no, of course not, he doesn't have blink. Just one of those auto cast moments, I guess, as we see the Fed decks coming up behind this from Strange. So again, some nice pressure just to slow our Terran player down while he goes into the Twilight, the Forge, third base, everything he needs for his mid game. And we've seen these Stalkers just going to back away through the center. I see one of these tanks is going to lift and drop down into the natural. So just going to reposition a tank over here. We're going to be seeing that Robo Bay is starting on up from Strange. So Robo Bay starts on up. You'll see a few extra gateways being added on as well. So we're really just setting up into the mid-game sort of composition where, or not composition, but mid-game sort of production where he needs kind of 7-8 gateways and stuff like this. So setting this up, getting this ready. And what else is going on? Well, War Prism's still down to the bottom left side is having a little bit of a look around to see what's happening here. We've got this Robo Bay coming in as well. And, yeah, I mean, we've mentioned the Robo Bay before, so what could that really be for? Either Colossi, Disruptors, obviously the two main choices. I think Strange is a big Colossus player in the TvP, so I think they should be Colossi just right from the get-go. Some people like to go into Colossi much later on, some people don't like to at all. Strange really does like his Colossi, and he likes them nice and early in the game as well, as we'll see. This Bioforce, the Liberator, 3 Medivacs and 2 tanks, starting to move in towards, or starting to move up towards the top left side, looking to see what he can get up to, looking to see what he can get done. So, forces coming across here as we're going to be seeing a few pylons coming down. Strange setting up, getting ready for this defense. We'll see a few Adepts coming towards the front, picking off an SCV or so, but that's about it. We'll see 1 or 2 tanks dropping off here, and again, we're going to be seeing another Liberator sieging as well from MarineLorD. This tank's just slowly moving forwards and starting to pick away at these pylons. Pylons starting to take actually quite a lot of damage. Big blinks forwards, gets rid of a tank pretty quickly there, but again, another tank towards the back from MarineLorD just slowly sat, ready to fight if required. 3 Adepts going to shade on through, and they're going to get towards the front, but again, a fall off from MarineLorD is going to keep him safe. He has building his 5th CC, still just building that up. There's the bunker, actually, and he has 1 Marine in it, so there's not much here, but this push at the front is still going pretty well, as we're going to be seeing the Depth Stalkers, now 1 Colossus, looking to defend. It looks as though it will be enough to defend. You can see here MarineLorD just going to back away, so backing off, just getting ready to hold his 3rd base behind this, so getting this set up and ready to go. I'm just going to see the Colossus count continue to rise from Strange. He'll go up to like 3 or 4. I mean, it's interesting. Colossi, a lot of people were like at first in Legacy, they're like, oh, these units aren't very good anymore, why build them? And then people realize that even if they do less damage, they're still just such a good sort of kind of core unit to the army because they can just soften up so much. And you know, if there's no answer to the Colossi, they just continue to do damage for so long in the game. It really is quite crazy. We're going to see these Adept Stalkers, and the Colossus is going to finish off these rocks as well. Strange just making sure MarineLorD can't utilize those rocks in any way, and obviously just would rather have an open map rather than one which is shut off a little bit by rocks here, there, and everywhere. Stalkers from Strange will blink off to the right-hand side. We see 1 Marine getting picked off there, which is just spotting for the 4th base coming down. Marine did pick off a probe though, and obviously saw the 4th base as well, so that's not been too bad a deal for the Marine. He was still fairly useful before he met a pretty gruesome ending. Actually, I don't know how gruesome an ending it is. I mean, it must be pretty terrifying to see an entire, like, stacked up, maxed out Protoss army in front of you. But at the same time, at least it's over kind of fast. You know, it's not, you know, at least it doesn't just continue forever. You see, actually, going to be a little bit of a fight here. MarineLorD didn't initially look as though he was ready to take this engagement. Stalkers currently targeting down these Widow Mines. The Widow Mines do go down as MarineLorD continues to stem forwards here, taking down a few more units at the front. And we're seeing the Medivacs boosting back as a few Adepts will come in from the left-hand side and try and harass as well. And actually, Strange looking very good right now in game number 1. Continuing to push forward, still no real answer to the Colossi. Adepts doing good damage in the 3rd base as well. And actually, I feel as though Strange just doesn't have enough any longer. We see MarineLorD. Yeah, I think that sums up my feelings. MarineLorD, I don't know. What am I going to do with you all? How about bringing some more StarCraft action to the bottom right-hand side of King Sejong Station. Our Red Protoss player who's up a game seems to really kind of be very good at PvT in comparison. But I don't know, PvT just seems to be a speciality, I think. That's the upper right hand side is going to be our Red Protoss player. Let's see if we're cheering on Strange. It's so nice having a smooth PC. Like, I didn't realize putting WardiBot onto my laptop would change literally everything about my stream. Like, it's so smooth now. We actually have FPS. It's incredible. I can do neat little intros. Like for Millennium's MarineLorD to the top side. We can swoop on in with grace and fashion without having any real kind of like, you know, sometimes when I try and do this before, it'd be like, we're gonna end up over here, and then I have to like really like drag on my mouse back to the top. Oh, it makes me so happy. Do I work full part-time in a job, or am I a student? I am full-time with StarCraft 2. Casting, streaming, etc. This is my full-time thing. This is how I can afford to be here every day. Basically, so yes, I'm full-time. I'm finished studying. I graduated over a year ago. Isn't that's actually genuinely quite scary to think about. Like, the fact I actually graduated a year ago is quite ridiculous in my eyes. Ridiculous stuff. Yeah, so I graduated like a year ago and a bit. I graduated in July last year, basically, with a master's in physics. Whoop whoop. I love the title. I'm a master of physics. Mwahahaha. It makes me sound so sick, right? Like, master of physics. Like, I can fucking command the world and change the way gravity works and shit like this. I think it sounds awesome anyway. So, as we kind of just continue in this game, I mean, it's King's Head Young Station, but we've not seen anything too aggressive or ridiculous early on. It is a map where sometimes we see the Proxy Factory come in and making an appearance out of the Terran players. Sometimes it's a map where we see sort of something a little kind of, you know, it's sort of like, you know, some things you see something a little bit, I don't know what I want to say really. It's just a map where you can see the proxies sometimes, and from both players as well. It was actually considered very well known for like proxies in certain locations on this map way back when, in Heart of the Swarm and so on. It's interesting that it's still more or less the same right now as well. There is an adept going to shade forwards here from Strange and going to shade past those first few Marines. I'm just going to be seeing the depots listed by MarineLorD, just denying too much further information. I think the adept already saw the Widow Mine, but obviously the last thing you want is to have an adept running around in your main base. Just the depots again. And this time the adept will actually take a little bit of damage as well at the front, but only shield damage, so we will be able to regenerate there. What else is going on then right now? MarineLorD up at 450 APM there for a moment. What was the NPM of these players? 350 average from MarineLorD, currently 500 to 600. Oh my god, what's he doing? 260 average from Strange, currently sitting at about 300 to 400. Alright, so I'm just going to be seeing the Widow Mine, just going to be coming in and just burrowing in this mineral line just in case of like a Stargate opening or so. It isn't a Stargate opening, it is just a robo once again, and then into a Twilight Council, so very similar to the last game. I'm just going to be seeing the medevac continue to come down towards this bottom right hand side, so medevac coming down towards the bottom right and going to start unloading in the back of this mineral line. How much damage can you get done here? Well, probably not too much. Actually lifting up here pretty much straight away, so not much damage done at all from MarineLorD. And yeah, just kind of moving around once again. So medevac keeps on moving here. You'll see that blink upgrade starting from Strange. So again, it's interesting that he goes for the Robo and then the Twilight much later on, just compared to usual, because again, usually you see sort of the Robo Twilight coming in at the same time. Medevac here just going to be moving in towards the natural expansion. You're just going to start unloading, so just going to be seeing some Marines coming in again from a different angle. I mean, this time he's trying to pick off an Adept, and it's just little bits and pieces. Widow Mine drop now comes in as well. Triple Widow Mine. Uh-oh, what's it going to go off on? One Widow Mine moving back into position. The Observer, I think, just went down. Or was it a Probe? No, it's the Probe. And actually, in the end, this is MarineLorD doing a little bit more damage. You're going to see all the Widow Mines and burrowing in. Oh, that one's going to get killed. But the other two get away, so pretty decent attack. Only 3 workers killed. He forces an overcharge. He forces lost mining time. And the fact that he gets away with the majority of units here is probably like the most important part about it. You know, that's what makes it such a good trade for him, because it didn't cost him anything really, apart from like 1 Widow Mine. You can see Widow Mine will burrow on the third base, trying to delay a little bit longer, and this medevac units will continue to move around. Going to jump back up into the main base right now. So I'm just going to be seeing a Widow Mine burrowing. Ooh, the probes! It's a risky way to run. You know, they're running all the way out in a very kind of interesting direction. You see that Widow Mine goes off again. Just 1 more worker kill. Still not a lot, but not nothing. And again, it's just a little bit of harassment while back at home. He sets up into a 3rd command center. He's got his 3rd barracks being added on now as well. just continuing to sort of set up into this. So another Liberator being produced, siege tanks are added on as well. This is interesting. MarineLorD going to play the siege tank based composition. It's something we see actually fairly often in the TvP nowadays. Lots of siege tanks. So not only does it keep you safe early from the initial stalker pressure that you might see, but it also turns into some very powerful attack timings, especially on a map like King Sejong, for example. You can come down this right hand side, got a couple of tanks over here, and fire into this mineral line. Little things like that is stuff you can set up into. As you can see, this command center loaded up. I'm going to be dropping off into the third base, so I'm going to move that into position and get that mining. Guys, there's absolutely no point in asking me any physics questions at all, because I graduated a year and a bit ago. I literally remember nothing about physics anymore. That's it, I'm done. I can probably talk to you about my research project. That is it, literally. There is absolutely nothing else. I was a terrible student. I learned for exams, and that was my strategy throughout life, and it worked. And now I don't have to do exams anymore, so if you ask me stuff about physics, you're not going to get the answers you're probably looking for if you're genuinely interested in physicsy answers. Google would probably be a lot more help than me. But if you want to know about skyrmions and how they can be kind of affected by superconductors, well, I can talk to you about that, because that was my research project. Love a bit of skyrmion action. That's pretty much the only thing I can talk about. Anyways, we do see MarineLorD is coming in quite aggressively down the right-hand side. Going to be moving up here. Can, in fact, picks off the pylon very early. Then they go back up and keep on fighting the pylon here. Tanks will continue to add damage onto this. 4 workers lost to the adepts across the map. And as we see, those units are going to clean out the adepts pretty quickly. One more adept gets up over there. A couple of probes going down as well. And, well, how does Strange kind of fight through this? I'm not too sure just yet. You see another pylon at the front that gets taken down quickly again. There's the Colossi coming out. So once again, same as the last game, going into the Colossi, but MarineLorD is setting himself up nicely into game number 2 here, where he's really in a position where he's just sat to the side and doing well. But again, look at the Warp Prism. Warp Prism is doing a lot. 15 workers killed, so actually MarineLorD might be looking good across the map, but he's not making progress, and, well, Strange is definitely getting quite a lot done. 21 workers now killed. As we're going to be seeing these units just still sat just off to the side. Another whooping of adepts, it just never ends. Warp Prism stays alive, and MarineLorD is just taking so much damage right now. Oh man. And at this rate, he might end up being kind of like, well, if he keeps up. I mean, he still has a very, I don't know what to say, because he actually still has a very strong army, because obviously all the warpins are going in across the map, but I mean, it's weird, because there's 2 Colossi here, so I don't think you can really fight this with just, you know, a bunch of Marines. So it's a bit of an interesting one. He's got so many workers, but he's actually only on 40 SCVs to 45 probes, so it's actually also still not that bad. With Triple Mule, his economy is actually somewhat even. Here we go, the Storm's going to chase this Bioforce away, but reinforcements coming down, and now as the army collects together, maybe now we see MarineLorD able to take a fight into this a little bit more easily, as, well, needs to split up a little bit. A couple of Liberators will come in, and that's actually going to be what forces these Stalkers back, but now he commits towards, does not really protect these Colossi. One goes down. He actually costs MarineLorD a lot of units. He takes a lot of damage running on into that. So a lot of damage done there, as we're going to be seeing these units around the right-hand side from Strange going to be running on in. We'll see another set of adepts over towards the natural of our Terran player. This Warp Prism is causing such a massive issue right now for MarineLorD. And again, it's just going to be adepts doing so much here. Liberators will siege up, and I wonder if this time he'll send the Liberators to hunt down that Warp Prism, because really, at this point in time, it's just been so annoying. He has to shut it down. He's let it do way too much already, actually. And finally, he sees it. It goes into the main. Is he going to get another Warping Elf? It looks as though he will. Not sure how well this one will go, because actually MarineLorD now has all of his units at home. So it shouldn't be too annoying. But again, if they can just sort of split up and shade in time, they can still always be annoying adepts. And let's see here. They cancel the shade. They'll keep on fighting. They'll go down, though. And the Liberators chase the Warp Prism away. Finally, we are going to be seeing this pesky Prism meeting its end. Justice for Terran players around the world as our Warp Prism falls. And MarineLorD, I mean, that's probably the most important thing he's done of the game so far, because that Warp Prism has been so annoying. 35 workers killed by Strange throughout. MarineLorD's picked up 10. He's taken some good army engagements, though, and his +1 armor finishes. Upgrades are going to be level pegging for another minute or 2, and that will give MarineLorD some chances to fight, perhaps. Once again, with a couple of Liberators in the sky, he can really set up good positions on these kind of bases of his opponent. Not many Stalkers from Strange either. Might need a few more of those if he wants to fight against a couple of Liberators here or there. Oh, well, next Warp Prism going to be found. And already MarineLorD turned that away. Again, the sooner he turns that away, the better right now. Stalker's going to blink forwards here. First Liberator goes down quickly. The second one too. MarineLorD splits up and fights. The force fields aren't really the best, but they are doing enough. And MarineLorD will have to back away now. As the Stalkers, only 3 of them able to blink forwards there. But MarineLorD will get away. So MarineLorD escapes. MarineLorD escapes. And we're just going to be seeing again these Stalkers continue to push forwards. Looking to see what they can do. Another Liberator going to siege up as well. MarineLorD knows Liberator has the real firepower units, but does he have anything for the Colossi? And I don't think he does, and that's my issue right now, because without anything to deal with the Colossi, these bio units will just take damage after damage after damage, and well, I just don't know if you can fight against even, well, 3 Colossi is actually sort of getting towards that magic number where you do just start to do so much. Blink away as he sits a little bit too far forwards there against those few units. Units collecting together once again from MarineLorD as we see. What's going on to the left side of here from Strange? Nothing really. Kind of haven't looked at Strange's bases inside of them for a while. There's a Dark Shrine on the way up. And of course allows him to go into a little bit more kind of harassment around the map here. Fusion Core is building as well. 15 over 46 currently. Sentryos are going to go down to the Liberators. Now there's 4 Liberators. Nice force fields though, and he will pick off a good chunk of the bio. There's a good chance to move up here and force the Liberators to reposition as well. Blinking ahead actually just getting something done. That's part of the Liberation Zones. The Liberators will start to push this army back. Stalkers can't realistically attack into those with any sort of success, I don't think. More Stalkers will open in though, and Strange still knocking on the front door of MarineLorD here on King Stage on Station. Another couple of Widowmines going to get taken down here. And again, just forcing those Liberators to keep on repositioning. Blinking forward is going to get himself a Liberator kill, so just working his way through them Liberator numbers. Now they're sort of split up, 2 here and 2 there, so it's a little bit easier to fight on into. He's not walking into 4 Liberators of Siege right away, so that's nice. Going to blink forwards again. Now all of a sudden the Liberators are out of position, so this is Strange fighting with these Colossi. Oh my god, the Liberators move so far forwards. Target fire down. 2 of them go down, and again, MarineLorD looks to be in a little bit of trouble. Workers going down at the same time. Big drop across the map. 2 Medivacs units, but DT's warped in to help defend this. Both players taking heavy damage, but MarineLorD's not paying attention over here, so he is just going to keep taking damage. At the same time, he's pushing forwards, though. Nice pickup on the Colossus to keep them in the back, keep them alive. The DT's clean up every unit in this drop as well. And there's 22 workers that are down from MarineLorD, 12 down from Strange, and MarineLorD is going to just about hold on, but he's again the player who's just taken way more damage in this game. And Strange, is he on the verge of going 2-0 up in this series? Well, he really might be. As we see a couple more Stalkers, a sentry warping in. This is just ridiculous right now. Strange, if he takes a 2-0 lead over MarineLorD, I don't even know what to say anymore. Command Center going to land over here. Another scan comes down, and Medivac gets picked off as it tries to come back home. And, well, only 1 Colossus. I mean, the Colossi have been some of the units that have been kind of really helping out so far. Nice little War Prism pickup again. Force fields will block as the DTs are here doing damage as well. And now MarineLorD down in supply. And really hurting right now as Strange is really making things happen. Is he going to be our first bronze player in the round of 8? Because at this rate, he very well might be. MarineLorD has to make a bit of a comeback in this game. And then, well, more games to come as well. Oh man, if he goes to a dash, so hard to push back from. As you see, Strange just coming in towards the top side. It's not over yet. MarineLorD has some Liberators. He still has enough of an economy to work with. Now we see a couple of Archons mixed in. I mean, this is, yeah, it's not over yet. This is still winnable for MarineLorD. It's just not an easy position to be in. MarineLorD down by a single attack upgrade, something that's been kind of true for a while in this game. Neither player really finding themselves with enough economy to commit into further upgrades. As talked about lack of economy. GT picking up just a few more SCVs over in the natural expansion. 3 workers killed. I mean, every worker killed right now is going to hurt us. Again, it's a Liberator there, which just doesn't have really too much support. Adepts cancel their shade in towards the 3rd base mineral liners. MarineLorD defends very nicely so far. I mean, Strange has to be careful because, again, a little bit of a misfight here, a misengagement, and that is all it takes for MarineLorD to take this. I mean, again, I say MarineLorD's in a lead. Maybe he's not in as much of a lead as I was giving him credit. Sorry, I say Strange is in a lead. Maybe not as much of a lead as he was giving him credit for. Now 73 army supplies to 66. Bit of an upgrade lead in the head and workers, but still triple mule on the map. Here we go, it's going to be a commitment. Liberator will go down quickly. We're going to see the forces coming down. Let's see it then. Let's find out if there's going to be enough from MarineLorD as he starts to kind of clean on up. The Stalkers will blink underneath. The Liberator's doing a little bit of extra damage. The supplies, though, are going in favor of Strange. And game 2 goes to the Protoss. Strange. It's MarineLorD and Strange. And it's our red Protoss player to the bottom left side who leads by 2-0. It is Strange. Will he be the first Protoss player in the quarterfinals of the Wardi Open? Just one map to go. Or is it going to be our purple Terran player to the bottom right? Is he going to make a comeback? Well, it has to start here on Frost. Let's see if he can make it happen. He is Millennium's MarineLorD. And guys, what's up? How are we all feeling today? Let me know what's going on. Let me know if you're cheering on MarineLorD. Let me know if you've been turned into a Strange fan with tonight's games. Let me know. Would love to hear what you guys are thinking, what you guys are feeling. Strange is indeed a Russian player, just for a couple of people asking in the chat. Oh man, I mean, game number 3 and MarineLorD's the one down 0-2. You know, you look at game 1, you think, okay, well, you know, it happens. Game 2, though, Strange, really, that Warp Prism was probably the reason that this happened, you know. Just consistent attack after attack after attack, and it did so much damage while he was under so much pressure on the other side. And I think that really was, well, probably, was sort of kind of really sort of, well, I think that's just sort of what happened there in the end. So, so yeah. Alright, so we're going to be jumping into this, guys, and just waiting to see kind of the real action starting to happen in just a few moments. We're going to be seeing the starport coming on down. We're going to see the factory will start a Hellion. I'm just going to be seeing a Stalker coming out the front here from Strange as well, so... Stalker coming out the front. Again, it's the Robo facility early. No Twilight Council yet. Let's see if he adds it on now. Otherwise, we're going to be seeing him once again with the potential to just pressure early without any Twilight upgrades. Remember, Strange did beat Guru to be in this decider match. The day so far started with MarineLorD versus Guru. MarineLorD with a 3-1 victory there. Fairly convincing. Game 2 was Strange versus Nurture. Nurture crushed Strange, as he did to MarineLorD as well in the winners match. Nurture advanced through the group in first place. Then Strange went up against Guru. It went to all 5 games. And it was victory for Strange after game number 5. And now here he is, 2 up against MarineLorD. He's on a bit of a hot streak. He was 2-1 down against Guru, so he has actually now won 4 maps in a row. He's got to be feeling good here. As we see once again the Warp Prism coming out early. Let's see what this means as we see MarineLorD is just changing things up dramatically. He's got a Widowmine, a Hellion, 2 more Hellions building. Now this is how you really change things up, and I mean MarineLorD is going to go for some early aggression here this time around, but he has to be careful. It's actually a good opening from Strange to defend this sort of stuff because he has the 2 extra gateways a little bit earlier than usual. He hasn't invested into, say, Blink or so, which isn't ready at this point in time to defend. So, you know, he's not invested into things which he doesn't have immediately active and rewarding him, apart from maybe the Warp Prism. But even the Warp Prism, if it stayed at home, could be kind of, you know, used for micro. Here we go, we're going to be seeing this drop in towards the main, and at the same time, the Hellions will hit the natural. So, how is this going to go? Let's find out as we see the overcharges in the main base. MarineLorD is going to have to load up and drop out of range of those. The Hellions coming into the natural. And they don't get much done at all. These Stalkers in good position and able to clean out very easily. And now this Medvac was just going to have to boost up north. So, no damage here early on by MarineLorD. Strange will hold on tight for now. So early opening from MarineLorD getting shut down. Not the end of the world. I mean, he goes into tank follow-up and extra barracks on the way. So you can see he's very easily able to follow out of this. But look at this counterattack. And I wonder if this is where the issue will kind of become apparent now. Because he still has a medevac and units across the map. And, well, he can drop off over here and get a little bit of damage done perhaps. But, I mean, the Warpin's coming into this side, bottom side. And I mean, he's going to try and get damage done. Look at this. He's going to actually elevate it up into the main. It's going to work so well because MarineLorD doesn't actually have any units in position. However, Strange is taking a lot of damage here. 9 workers have been killed. Now they're going to pull in. They're going to have to just fight with the probes. 11, 12 workers killed. I mean, obviously, Strange is going to have to get a lot done to kind of make up for this. As MarineLorD, well, he's looking to defend the low ground now, though. And that drop is in his, that Warp Prism is in his main with all of those units. However, no blink, so he can't get out of this. So this is complete commitment from Strange. If he doesn't do something with these Stalkers, he's going to be in a lot of trouble because he just can't get out very easily, apart from with 4 of them. But look at this, the tanks keep coming forwards and they are cleaning up very easily. Marines targeting down the Warp Prism. It won't fall. but it will get low and will be forced away. 17 workers killed to the 5 workers. I think that is a big advantage now to MarineLorD. 42 to 26. MarineLorD is doing what he needs to bring himself back into this game and also the series. Medevac finally shut down here, but again, the damage done is really what has really already been enough. And MarineLorD at this point going to build up to a couple more racks. He's going to play aggressively in towards the future. He's going to be playing with a whole bunch of extra stuff. So he's just going to play very aggressively with 5 racks, 2 bases. Stimpack is being added on as well, and he just feels as though he's got enough of an advantage now that it will lead him into an engagement he can win a little bit later on. So that's what he's looking for here. As we're going to be seeing a couple more probes going down. What to now? Liberator? Oh man. I mean, Strange just can't catch a break. He overcharges as the Liberator moves out of position anyways. And so you'll probably siege up again. Stalker's still positioned at the front for the most part. 2 Stalkers get whooped in. Oh, he's just going to lose the Liberator. It's unfortunate. He actually doesn't get a Stalker killed with that. Just took a little bit too much damage from the overcharge initially, I guess. So he does Strange clean this up again. But man, I mean, even a few extra workers going down there, it hurts as third base does get scanned by MarineLorD, so he knows what he's up against. He's not much saturation. I mean, I think he's aware of how much damage he's done, more or less, so he should know he's in a pretty good lead. You can see those Stalkers just pushing forwards, and again, looking to see what they could do. Tanks are going to just fire away onto those Stalkers. There's going to be seeing Depots actually going to rebuild the wall almost instantly here, so maybe just afraid of the fact that there's a possibility of like a depth kind of coming through or something. Look at that, immediately rebuilds the wall both times, so just going to keep on filling that up as, well, Stim is going to finish shortly, and maybe MarineLorD wants to start attacking even right now before combat shields, etc. I wouldn't blame him, because again, I'd be eager to attack too after knowing I've done so much damage early in the game. There's so much potential as you're going to see those Stalkers, well, they walk into a few tanks right there. That's not ideal, and MarineLorD is looking very good as he begins to get ready to move across the map. Stalkers in full-on retreat mode coming in towards this watchtower now. And 10 seconds away from Blink. However, look at this. Warpism just coming in again. And, well, the Warpism was the savior in the last game. Can I do the same once more here? It actually would have been better. Probably just stick it in the main base, I think. Either way, he's going to get a few worker kills. 5 workers killed already. Problem becomes, though, the fact that I just don't think Strange has enough army to realistically stay in this game. Now he's going to start losing probes on the third base. MarineLorD doesn't even need to stim yet. And he's able to get rid of this third base very, very quickly. The depths across the map are, yes, being very annoying. But they'll get cleaned out. And as they get cleaned out, he loses his third nexus. His natural expansion is very open. In fact, there's no units over here. The Stalker's actually going to blink out and just go to initiate a base trade, but I mean, that's not going to work out ever. As we're going to see Pounds coming down. They're not going to finish, though. And we're just going to see another expansion killed off here. Stalkers will actually come in and grit some reinforcements right now. MarineLorD will try and pull back up to the high ground. Strange doesn't need to fight those, though. He's just going to GG out. He knows he doesn't have much of a chance any longer. But it's never good when a small group of people start speaking another language, because that just alienates a bigger population, so it's better for the stream. We have to the top right hand side. The red Protoss player, it is going to be Strange. And down to the bottom left, our blue Terran player is going to be MarineLorD. So MarineLorD finally get himself onto the scoreboard, taking map number 3 here, trying to just claim second place in this group. Are we going to see another series tonight go to all 5 games? We are starting to head that way, but we're not there just yet. MarineLorD needs to win this one as well, and then I believe it's Apotheosis for map 5, which is actually not a bad map for Terran versus Protoss. Very good for actually moving around on, dropping between bases. I actually quite like it as a Terran player to play against Protoss on, so intrigued to see how this is going to go. So Probe just going to be coming in towards the main base. And just going to be having a little bit of a scout around. So Probe just going to have a little bit of a scout around here, and we're just going to be seeing SEV from MarineLorD will scout around as well. MarineLorD has got a gas first opening, so we are going to see that factory dropping down early here on Galactic Process. Let's see how this is going to go. So, we're just going to be seeing the Cyber Core coming in. We're going to be seeing the Nexus added on, but it's all eyes on MarineLorD, whose gas first play is going to kind of change up everything. thing, the Marines is going to be coming in, just going to be seeing that probe. Going to get shut down, doesn't get any pylons, anything to be aggressive with. Not a great map for pylon rushing on. Obviously, the mothership core, if it comes across the map, it takes quite a long time here on Galactic Cross. It's a larger map than you think it is from kind of initially looking, so... You're going to see MarineLorD, it's only on one gas, so he is going to go in towards a command center. It's just going to be a gas first Widow Mine drop. As you're going to see the Marines, it's going to be continue to come out. We're going to see Widow Mine popping out as well very soon. Starport coming out as well very shortly. Maybe they can't speak English, a bit harsh to force someone to speak in a foreign language. Well, I'm not forcing them to, but it's an English stream, and hence it's an English chat. I'm not forcing them to, though. They don't have to speak in English. They just, but you know, if they want to talk, they have to, sure. But it's not like they have to talk to enjoy the stream. I don't see why this is such a like discussed kind of thing. It's like, it's such a common rule. You know, it's such a common rule to kind of have like just a, you know, I just don't even understand it. It's even integrated into Twitch for other languages that you can force only French speaking or only kind of German speaking or only like certain languages to be spoken in chat. I don't see why so many people seem to have an issue with it. It seems like such a common thing to me. It just seems like it seems standard to me. Like I don't understand why people don't don't just sort of agree with it. Anyways, we see Widow Mine and some Marines going to join up together. We're just going to see the medevac. Just going to load up those units and start heading towards the upper right-hand side. So, here we go. I mean, it's going to be the Widow Mine drop with the Hellion run by at the same time. Not quite the same as last time, with there's only 2 Hellions this time rather than 3. So, a little bit different. We see actually Stargate came down from Strange, and so he's able to go into Phoenix from a very early stage of this. So, it's going to be seeing a couple extra gates being added on, and again, another Phoenix being added as well. So, Widow Mine drop coming in. Those Hellions are set and ready to move. And there's going to be a Liberator to follow this up as well. Classic set of Terran aggression here in the early stages. Probe comes in the scout, sees no unit, so he has to be expecting this to come forward at some point. As the motion forward does go down very quickly. The Hellions will come in. They can poke away from the mineral line for a little while. But yeah, they're going to get caught by the Phoenix there. So the Hellions are going to get shut down by the Phoenix. No damage done by those. And the Marines going to load them into the medevac and probably try and boost away before the Phoenix catch them. So... just going to be seeing the medevac here. It's actually just off the screen there. There it is. Peekaboo. He is there. So medevac going to come in. No. Okay, he has boost now. He's going to have to start unloading those Marines though, because Phoenix coming in. Medevac might actually just die. So medevac is indeed going to get killed off here. I'm just going to be seeing the third Nexus starting up. So it's actually good defense by Strange. I mean, he lost what? I think the Mothership Core? And other than the Mothership Core, 1 probe. Mothership Core and 1 probe to clean up pretty much everything. Those Marines, I guess a few of them survive right now. They have a long journey back home by foot. So it's going to be seeing them continue to move back down to the bottom left. And, well, probe just going to back and move back and forth over on the third base. So probe moving over here. Just going to watch for the third base of MarineLorD coming down. We see a Forge and Twilight being added on by our Protoss player right now. So adding on those couple of extra buildings. Another Phoenix on production tab right now as well. So continue to add on more Phoenix, and again, I mean, third Nexus is going to be finishing shortly. The Twilight Counselor is done, so Resonant Glaives can start. +1 attack is going to start on the Forge as well. A lot of very, very standard stuff right now from Strange that we would expect to see. I guess the Glaives is maybe a bit interesting, although Glaives and Phoenix is a very sort of common sort of composition, I guess, into the mid game when you go Phoenix, to go Adept as well. And then you go sort of Adept Phoenix playstyle, so that's pretty, it's sort of different, but it's not really surprising, I suppose. We're going to see a third Rax getting added on. Third CC is building 2. MarineLorD actually has a pretty powerful push setting up for himself. He's starting to go across now, it would seem, with this tank loading up and Liberator and sieging. Maybe go try and see what he can get done. And he's got Stimpack not far away either, so continue to set up into it. So MarineLorD continuing to build up into this right now as we're going to be seeing these Phoenix. They're just going to be moving around the top side. So Phoenix moving around the top and, again, seeing what they could get up to. You'll see this Nexus is continuing to build on the third base as well. So Nexus continue to kind of saturate now, allowing Strange to move in towards his mid-game setup. Oh wow, MarineLorD is once again going to go without the... he's going to go kind of... they'll move out here and kind of clean up this Palin. I was going to say, is he going to go attack without the kind of combat shields, but then I realized he's just coming to clean the pylon, so... Looks like he's just going to be dropping his third base down. Extra barracks on the way. He's really setting up into his own kind of free base production now as well. And nothing really too exciting just happening quite yet. I guess this is exciting or interesting, I guess, worth mentioning. The Robo Bay and the second Robo Facility. Strange, again, will probably want to go in towards that kind of Colossus-based playstyle. That's what we've seen so far from him. So that's what we'll probably be seeing from him. And here we go. Adept's going to move across the map with these Phoenix. And it's a good composition, but I just feel as though there's a little bit too much over here from MarineLorD for this to really get too much done right now. So just going to be seeing the Depth's going to start shading in, but I just think too many Marines, really. Too many Marines and stuff like that. So you see the Adepts moving forward here, and we are going to be seeing these SCVs continue to take a lot of damage. Actually, that's 13 workers killed already. These Adepts, how do Adepts always find a way to do damage? We're going to see a lot of them going down, but for 14 kills, those Adepts have definitely been worthwhile. Phoenix are, well, starting to be aggressive themselves now as well. Up until this point, we've actually seen the Phoenix being very passive, but now they're going to be a bit more aggressive, and they're going to come in, try and kill a medevac. They don't quite get to kill it. They could pick off some workers unless he feels he needs it back at home. So just going to be seeing the Phoenix here from Strange, just going to be pulling up towards the upper right-hand side. So Depth's Sentry going to just join in towards the third base. I'm going to see these Marines, Marauders, Liberator, and Medevacs. They're going to be continuing to come in towards the upper right side. So going to be seeing the, it's just going to be seeing, trying to find an aggressive position. A few cannons up here as well. Strange really just committing to his defense right now. 2 more Colossi in production as Phoenix will come in again, try and pick up a Medevac. He'll get one just about. Worthwhile, I guess, in the end. Loses a Phoenix for the Medevac. Yeah. Worthwhile, maybe. I'm not sure, actually. Either way, these rocks are going to start going down. As MarineLorD scans the natural, he sees so many cannons, he's probably not going to try and attack up there. His +1 armor upgrade is on the way. Fusion core beginning to build as well. Second staff up. He gets ready to go into more Liberators, so he's not going to commit to an attack. He will rather go in towards a higher Liberator count and really just play this game a little bit longer. So we're just going to be seeing these Phoenix continue to move around the right-hand side. So just going to be seeing this Phoenix continue to move around, and here you go, Marines, Marauders, Medevacs, and a couple of Liberators up in the skies. They're going to move forwards right now and look to see what they can do. Siege on up, we're going to see a stem forwards from the Bio Forces. And again, seeing what they can maybe get up to. The Depths, are they going to commit? No, they're not getting into that Liberator Siege Zone. That would not be very smart. We're going to be seeing Fusion Core still just now about to finish. So Advanced Ballistics very close to being on the way. Phoenix going to lose one of them as he flies on by, and here we go, fight begins, and this could be what sends Strange through to the quarterfinals as he tromes in for his defense, but the Liberators in the sky are still standing strong. One of them left over, but actually in the end it's not going to be enough. There's no Stalkers here, but the Phoenix will clean up even if there's only 2 Phoenix left, and we will see MarineLorD backing away with a few Medevacs and a very small number, 3 Marauders as well. So it's going to be seeing, Marauders going to load, and first of all they'll clean up this watchtower, but look at this, Strange. He didn't lose any Colossi in this, and this is the thing with the Protoss players. He didn't lose any Colossi, and so he can just go across the map, reinforced with gateway units, and this army is still pretty strong for him, whereas MarineLorD did lose all of his, a lot of his Liberators. You see the Stalker's trying to dodge away from Widowmines. Widowmine doesn't connect. Hits onto a few of those Adepts there. I'm just going to be seeing this Bio Force setting up, getting ready to hold a 4th base, but actually it's Strange. She's pushing into a very nice position, waiting for his Widowmine. Obviously, before he attacks into this, also it's observed to clean out the Widowmine before he attacks into this. Here we go, units stim in. Widowmine actually cleans out quite a bit, and this is a good fight for MarineLorD here, no doubt about it. Only Stalkers left over, and those Stalkers, a few of them, are already getting caught off guard, and that is MarineLorD taking a great fight here. All of a sudden, Strange has just attacked into a position he could not really attack into, and now he is going to be in pain. Falling on back towards the upper right-hand side, we see the Stalkers coming all the way back to the upper right. We see a Colossus unloading as well. More Stalkers, a couple more sentries. Again, set up, ready to go. 2 more Colossi still building. Plus 2 weapons on the upgrade tab as well, the production tab as well. Strange will take a slight upgrade lead with that. But I don't think things get any better for him there after losing so many of his Colossi. There's a weird fight where you didn't really have many Adepts to tank. The Colossi are sort of stuck here and they'll be able to kind of run up here one at a time. So the Bio and the Concave picks off the Colossi very easily there. I was going to see MarineLorD will just be moving around to see what's going to be happening. He's probably going to get aggressive now. I mean, why not? When you win a fight like that, I mean, it's basically what just happened on the other side of the map. Strange won a fight, and so he's like, okay, cool, let's go attack. But MarineLorD won that fight, and he won it even more convincingly than Strange won his fight. So we're going to move up towards the top side. These Liberators and this Bioforce going to move their way through these rocks as We have Adepts coming in, going to start working their way through a few of these SCVs. So SCVs starting to take some damage. And then shading away off to the side. So SCVs shading away off to the side. You can see 6, 7 workers killed, 8 workers killed. Good stuff so far. Marines and Marauders cleaning out those Adepts still. As the left-hand side we see a big stim in. A couple of cannons going to go down. This pylon going to fall as well. We're just going to be seeing this Nexus is under fire. Actually, look at these Liberators doing a lot again. I mean, this is the thing though. It's going to be such a hard army for Strange to clean up at this point, and especially when it gets into a position like it's in right now. See, Strange will come to the right side to clean up this medevac drop. I mean, yeah, that's great and all, gets the units, but he's still losing his third base. And what's he going to do from here? MarineLorD, he wants this game number 5. He wants this tournament. You know, he doesn't want to just give this up. He doesn't want to go out in groups. And he is looking to take it into game number 5 right now. As you're going to be seeing this forces, these bio forces backing away up the top side. So MarineLorD going to be looking very, very good now. Very convincing position for him. As again, he takes out that third base, so only 2 bases, and this is pretty much an all-in attack now. Liberators will siege up, and with that lib range, it's so difficult as well for the Protoss player to really get anywhere on the map. Some Adepts are crossing into the Adept counterattacks, which just continue to do so much game after game. But I still just don't think it's enough here. Liberator siege again, force these units back. A sentry, a few Adepts go down in the process. You'll see some Adepts shaded over towards the right-hand side as well. They're actually already SCVs pulled onto the bunker there to try and just keep themselves safe. I was going to see pushing forwards this army, still looking to see what it can do, but only Stalkers, only Colossi, and there's just nothing really to tank there anymore. There's no economy anymore really from Strange. He actually has some, he actually has a bit of money in the bank, but he spends it now. I mean, he has the work account, he just doesn't have the bases to mine from. His main base mined out, his natural has 4 patches on it, well 13 workers is already oversaturated, so long distance mining it is, as he still looks to attack with this army. This time MarineLorD's going to come in from the back side, it seems. He's going to find this here. He's going to start sieging up on top of it, and here we go. This is the commitment to the fight we've been looking for, we've been waiting for. Strange, the Colossi numbers, well, they're pretty good, but the Liberators are pretty powerful too, and now there's only really Colossi left. Some sentries will warp in, trying to use those force fields to help out against the Colossi, kind of do some extra damage. Here we go, Liberators will start to siege again, moving forward here. The tank on the high ground begins to go down. Liberators keep on sieging, keep on pushing this back. And well, I mean, a couple more Liberators will siege up once more here. I'm going to be seeing Strange continuing to move around. A couple more Stalkers warping in. 2-2 upgrades coming in as well. And this Bioforce, we're looking to see what's going to be going on. Another sentry gets zapped from a distance by a Liberator. I mean, this game is still, I think, MarineLorD's to kind of throw away, but he has to be careful with how he does it. Again, the Liberator is real power force here. He can't just run kind of uncaringly into Colossi. As he tries to repair his 4th base, now he will run in. Picks off 1 and forces this army away. A Strange long distance mining still. At this point, he probably could have started an expansion some time ago and been mining from it, but yeah, we're just going to be seeing these Colossi still moving around. And Strange still has a chance with this army if you can take the right fights, but it's getting harder and harder because MarineLorD has continued to mine properly. The economy difference you can see in the bottom right now, 1.5k to 750. MarineLorD basically mining twice as much of his opponent. And that's really becoming apparent here as the game continues. Stalkers come forward, they have to blink away almost instantly. They can't even begin to really pick away at that Liberator there. I was going to see 15 minutes in this game. Actually, a little bit of an opening arrives for Strange. He picks off a Liberator for a Stalker. And it's an okay trade, but sometimes, somehow, I feel as though he just needs something even better than that. MarineLorD making 3 Liberators at a time. Bio's still pouring out in production, and Strange still just trying to get another base up to mine from. Liberators coming in once again to see what else he can find. He's going to find a mothership core in the middle of the map. Well, that's not going to do very much at all. No time warp even coming down to even slow this Terran army down. You're going to see the Colossi. I mean, at this point, the Liberators might even just be able to commit onto Colossi as kind of, you know, as air units like Vikings would. And that's what they're going to start doing as they begin to chase this army away. Liberators keep on sieging up. And MarineLorD, he smells blood in the water because he is continuing to move on through here on Galactic Process. And he is looking to take down this army and to take us into a game number 5 for the second time tonight and in the decider match of this round of 16 group. Liberators coming forward here. We'll see Colossi walking into a Widow Mine. Liberators will get a shot or 2 off. The Bioforce is in too high a number. The Colossi fall, and with it, Stranger's Hope in game number 4. He types out GG. And guys, let's go into game number 5. To the top left side of Apotheosis. Currently Gateway expanding. We have the purple Protoss player. It is Strange. And he is going to be going up against the red Terran to the bottom right. It is Millennium's MarineLorD. Here in game number 5. Marine will pick off that probe here, scouting around the main base. As we see MarineLorD scouting around to the top left side as well. Song name during the break was Standing Next to Me by the Last Shadow Puppets. I will also advise, if you listen to that, listen to Age of the Understatement. Also a banger. As we set on up into this 5th and final game of the day for most guys. It has been a great long stream. It's been 8.5 hours long, and we're still going here. And we are going into the final map of the night. Most definitely now, as it's game number 5. Hope you have all enjoyed, and don't forget, if you've been enjoying the casting throughout the day, then you can hit that follow button to see when I'm live again in the future. We'll be live tomorrow with the Leifeng Cup 154 qualifier. We'll be live in the evening with the WESG Norwegian qualifier, the second WESG qualifier. Yeah, tonight was the Benelux qualifier, and that was actually won by Harston, if you guys didn't get a chance to see. So, Game 5, and what do we do now? What do both the players do now? I mean, we see right away from Strange, he's just going to open with the Robo once again. It's how he's been opening all series long. He's had a mixture. Well, I'd say for the most part, his openings have been pretty solid. He's had good success with it. So as an opener goes, his opening is fine. It's just moments in the mid-game where he maybe starts to fall apart a little bit. And we've seen that factory going to drop down onto the reactor here. A couple of Hellions are going to be starting up in the production tab. So a couple of Hellions here early. A little bit of a different way to go about it. Is this the build that you did in game number 2? Was this a build you did on Frost? It might be. It might be. I'm not sure though, because he's going to have the medevac coming out. He'll have 2 Hellions. He had 3 Hellions on Frost, which is maybe the difference. He's going to make 1 more Hellion now. Does he make 1 more as well then, or... Okay, so he's just going to keep making Hellions. So there's going to be some reacted Hellions coming across the map shortly out of MarineLorD to continue with his pressures as Widow Mine Drop already loads up and starts heading towards the upper left-hand side. So Widow Mine Drop loads up, heading towards the upper left side now, and MarineLorD, can he do some damage with this? Can he put himself into a position to move into the quarterfinals alongside Nurtio from this group? That's what we're all here to find out, of course. That's what we've been watching for the past few hours of the Wardi Open. Again, what a great day of games. It's been really fantastic, and I hope you've all enjoyed as well, of course. As you do see this medevac, here we go then. Starts to heat on up right now. As we see the Widowmine will drop. Will Burrow is out of range of everything there. So Widowmine not much of a threat just yet. Overcharge will pop as Observer comes in. 4 Hellions though into the natural. Plenty of units here. Not sure these 4 Hellions will get anything done at all. That being said, they don't die. So that is a benefit too, as we're actually going to see this medevac coming back in towards the main. 2 overcharges pop to the main base already. Maybe the Hellions can come to the main base too and join everything up together and just sort of go for this here. He could. I mean, there's a few different ways to do this, so... Anyways, right now we see the Hellions just sat just outside the natural expansion. Marine's going to start moving forwards. Another overcharge. This time maybe time to lift up and leave. 2 Stalkers coming forwards. He boosts away. Gets that alive. He's just trying to dive once again with these Hellions. 3 workers killed. Not a lot. Up to 4. Can he get 5 and 6? Oh, he gets 5. Okay, so 5 workers killed. Not really a lot there. Not the best of attacks in the early stages of the game from MarineLorD. He has kept his opponent busy while setting up into a 3rd command center. I'm just a little bit concerned. 2 more gates on the way now, and we're setting up with 5 gate, 6 gate, Blink Stalker attack. Oh man. Oh man. Strange is just going to throw a turn all in to decide who goes to the quarterfinals. 6 gates, lots of Stalkers. Well, this is going to be interesting. MarineLorD sees a lot of Stalkers right there. Let's see how he prepares against this. He has already got 2 tanks up. But when he played against Strange a couple of weeks ago in the SGL groups, he did kind of come in and he looked very good by kind of making a lot of tanks in the early stages of the game. So we're going to do something similar now as this Liberator sieges up. We're going to see these Stalkers moving forwards as well. And just starting to work their way through this Liberator. Liberator goes down. And some probes just still sat over in the natural expansion. Scan comes down now from MarineLorD as we continue to set up into this. We're going to see those Stalkers will be ready to move across. Down to the bottom side of the map. So big attack coming in from Strange. I mean, MarineLorD, with that scan, of course, he saw quite a bit there. He saw, well, maybe not too much. I wonder what MarineLorD thinks right now. He's actually going to load up his tanks. Whoa, moving out would be kind of the worst thing in the world for this right now. He actually scanned double gas here, and actually Strange has now pulled out the gases to kind of allow himself to kind of produce more and more. And so MarineLorD seeing the double gas might sort of think that this is a bit weird, unless he was already kind of pulled out when he saw that. Here he goes, Stalkers at the front, tanks already. Well, 1 tank in position, a bunker finishing 2 in time. Tank's going to load up again, give himself the mobility to keep on defending this, and it looks as though we're actually just going to be seeing a, well, we're just going to see this game slow down a little bit. Forge has started from Strange, and so we're not going to see him commit to this But that's an issue. I mean, he's way behind on the third base timing. When we talk about MarineLorD's third base time, it's already been done for some time here. He went into the third base before he went into extra barracks. So MarineLorD's third base is in a really good spot right now. And Strange's economy is not looking great. This did start again as a 2-0 for Strange, and now MarineLorD's brought it to level. And it's a game 5 to decide. If MarineLorD wins this, how heartbreaking that would be for Strange. Is MarineLorD actually going to start moving onto the map here? Third base going to start moving towards the gold, so I guess that's why he's moving forward, just getting in position for his third. I mean, Strange going to have a little bit of a look around. I'm intrigued as to what exactly MarineLorD does about the rocks. In a way, I feel as though he should try and kill the rocks now and then kill them off again. I'm not too sure. Anyways, he's actually going to kind of deny, not deny, he's going to think twice about actually moving his command center over here, so I think twice about that. Stalker's all going to blink to this side. Is there high ground vision? It'll be a Warp Prism, right? So Warp Prism coming in to try and do something in the main and maybe allow these Stalkers to blink in as well. So that's a possibility currently. As that Warp Prism does just back away a little bit there. So Warp Prism backing away slightly. Tanks going to come forwards. We'll drop down again and again to see what they can do. Actually, those tanks, 2 of them going down in the medevacs. It's a nice little snipe down there by Strange. He definitely needs to take little victories like that at this point of the game to try and just make up for a committed attack, which he then had to uncommit from, which he didn't end up committing to. Stalker's just going to sit over here, going to see a big warp in the main, but the depths get cancelled. The Marines target down the Warp Prism, and MarineLorD seems to be on top of everything this time around, although again, tanks getting targeted down, more medevacs falling too, but it's going to cost him a lot of Stalkers. Stalkers do end up blinking away, the ones that are left. What's being killed here? 9 Stalkers, Warp Prism, 5 Adepts, to 4 tanks, 4 medevacs. That's really expensive. Liberator 2, 3.2k loss to 2.8. MarineLorD immediately goes across the map to counter, which is intriguing because he doesn't actually have any medevacs to heal this army up. So it's an interesting counter-attack he begins to head in towards right now. As we're going to be seeing 2 Colossi on the way. So very similar stuff to what we've seen up until this point from Strange, going in towards the Colossi as the game continues. Makes me worry about MarineLorD if he does commit to an attack up here. I think that's actually probably the worst thing he could possibly do. So I think backing away would be a much smarter choice for him currently. Scan coming down and they're spotting the army. Sees a Colossus production has begun here. Still missing medevacs. 2 of them now on the way. Mining off of a gold base will be a slight advantage for MarineLorD as well, of course, throughout this game on Apotheosis. Marauders and Marines are going to actually work their way through a pylon. So getting rid of the pylon here to the side, obviously that gives now Strange the idea that his opponent is on the map. Well, what Strange goes into though, I mean, he's going up to 3 Colossi very soon, so does he attack with 3 or does he wait a little bit? What exactly is his game plan? MarineLorD going into Fusion Core again, so looking towards that very soon here, the Liberated Production and the Advanced Ballistics. Already has the second starport finished, as you can see, 3 medevacs at a time being built. Having lost those early, he'll just commit into a few extra medevacs before he goes back into Liberator Production. The tank's gonna load on up over here into those medevacs as MarineLorD getting set and ready to go once again. Stalkers, Adepts, and Colossi are moving down the right hand side. Does the MarineLorD have what it takes to fight against this? That's going to be our question in the next few moments, because he is Strange getting into an aggressive position. He might very well commit to this. Does he have a Warp Prism yet? There it is, coming across. So Warp Prism getting ready to go. Oh, awkward. MarineLorD's starting to move out onto the map, so you lose a few workers here to begin with. He should turn around and recommit to this army. No way should he let this, no way should he just kind of keep on moving across here. Here we go, 2 tanks going to unload. The Biostar system is caught a little bit behind his couple of tanks there. Forcewood's going to come in. MarineLorD at this point could maybe step back away from the Colossi fire, but actually he just has so much. He starts to come on through. I mean, he's through the Adepts already. No armor upgrade just yet from our pros players, definitely helping our Terran kind of keep on fighting against this. Get rid of them Adepts nice and quick. Now some Liberators going to start coming in. There's no anti-air currently. And MarineLorD is going to chase this away. Another stim to keep on chasing those Liberators. Do they want to siege up? They will siege up behind this. Now the Warp Prism will start to warp in a few Stalkers as the Colossi are actually doing quite a lot here. MarineLorD maybe overstepping his welcome. However, you do see the Liberators, they've started to do their job, and the Colossi numbers are decreasing. No anti-air, so the Liberators just going to keep on fighting here, and MarineLorD in the end is going to clean this out. The Liberator is still alive. We're going to see the Warp Prism taken down, and we're going to see every single unit here will go down from Strange, apart from these 2 Stalkers who start to back away up the right-hand side. Another Stalker coming in, but Marauder is chasing. Concussive Shell starts as MarineLorD realizes that might be a useful upgrade to have as well, realizing that he's forgotten it here up until now. And MarineLorD is going to end up... I don't know, does he win that fight, or is that just even? Hard to say. He did keep his 4th base alive, though, and that is a big, big, big difference for him. That's an important difference going into this, having the 4th base alive here. So, we're going to be seeing 2-2 starting now from MarineLorD. He'll take a bit of an upgrade lead when that 2-2 finishes. He'll be a little bit behind on the attack, but we'll be making up for it with the armor. Colossi reproducing now out of Strange, who now gets his gold base up as well. So a bit of extra economy from him. I mean, MarineLorD's still mining off of his gold base. His 4th base is alive, which is important because it means he can keep full saturation going for himself. In fact, his saturation is very good right now amongst his bases. Pretty much perfect saturation. As he pushes up this right-hand side, scans there, picks off another observer. This is what kind of cuts kind of the top Terran players away from some of the others, where they can always spot those observers, see them coming in. Because he sees the observers, he knows he's been seen, and so that changes his decision-making in the game. It decides where he maybe attacks into next, where he attacks from next. You know, does he still commit to the attack at all? MarineLorD up 20 supply right now, as we're going to be seeing him, well, with a bunch of Liberators continue to move forwards here. We'll see a little bit of stim from this Bioforce. He will set up the Liberator Siege. Does he have advanced ballistics? He does. So he can siege from a distance. I don't think he's going to commit, not just yet, not until at least some more reinforcements join up here. And Depths were chasing forwards, but the Shades will be cancelled. That's Strange. With a Dark Shrine about to finish up and +2 attack, harassment will be on the cards for him once again here. MarineLorD doesn't have too much set up to actually realistically kind of protect from, you know, DTs, etc. No real turrets or anything. 4 workers killed from this Liberator harassing over towards the right-hand side. Liberator over here can be very effective as well until the army obviously comes in and cleans it up. Look at that Liberator count really starting to rise up here. Is it going to be enough? Still no Vikings from MarineLorD, something which a lot of players would use against the Colossi player. MarineLorD prefers to just keep on building Liberators. He's actually going to go into Widow Mines. I don't think we've really seen him play with Widow Mines too much against this, you know, in this sort of later stage of the game here. So, we'll be seeing these units moving down the right-hand side and looking to see what they can get up to. You can see these, well, one medevac loads up. That'll start dropping across. The rest of the Liberators will start to siege here. There's no way you can fight into this. This is the thing with ranged libs, with this many of them. It just gets to a point where actually, you just don't kind of fight them anymore. You just need to go into the Stargate, which we just saw building. Go into the Stargate, go into the Fleet Beacon, and start building some late game setup, which would be, of course, Tempests. But, I mean, is he going to get into enough Tempests in time before MarineLorD attacks across the map? I'm not sure. Right now, Strange does hold an aggressive position here, but that can change very quickly. If MarineLorD starts to push out, he's going to lift another command center in position. Pylon here will go down. Workers being killed by this Liberator. This MarineLorD, he seems to be doing all the damage. Here we go. Liberator siege up as we see the big fight starting down to this side. Oh, this is a disaster from Strange. You can just see how one-sided it is, and MarineLorD knows it. He pushes out, he scans to make sure how much there is right now. He's going to chase this down, stimming on in. We're going to see the Liberators will actually just fight against the Colossi here initially as he spreads on out. The Stalkers, well, they're going to start going down. As the Bio closes the gap, we will see the Liberators sieging up as well. And this is Strange, just taking too much damage from a 2-0 lead. Looking so good in this matchup to now a 3-2 loss. Almost definitely here. 23 workers killed. This Liberator still doing damage. 19 kills there. Workers going down to the gold base as well. And this Bioforce, albeit bruised and battered, is moving up the right-hand side. It's going to take down this base. And, I mean, there's just not much anymore which Strange can do. 26 army supplied to the 119 sort of tells the tale of this. The Liberators are now pretty much unkillable. And this is, well, the Liberator moves into a different position. If Wardi comes out to deal with this, I mean, killing the Liberator might be the last little piece of, well, I don't know. It might be the kind of, like, final kind of acceptance of Strange. It might be the last thing he manages to get done in this game, because this really is, at this point, more or less over. We can see a few more units through the center of the map. 32 probes have gone down recently. Stalkers will attack. Marines and Marines will stay in. With only Stalkers here, he can trade against this nice. Liberators will siege and get some more damage done. And MarineLorD reinforcing this army will get the GG out of his opponent. It was a long, hard comeback, but he made it happen. And